Hi, today I'm doing my EECS1021 bonus project. Here's my setup. I got our growth boards connected with my laptop, and then this is the code I'm gonna run you through. Here's just some imports that I did. I learned to actually import the time zone, and then the zone area and stuff like that. I learned from internet, also by AI. Here is the chords and pins. Time zone that I set it to American and New York, which is kind of the same as in Canada, and the formats of the displayed it on the time and dates. And this is the some variables that we have, and this is the function that set up the Fermata commutes with my computers. This is the run function that was gonna switch every 5 seconds from between time and dates. Also, it refreshes the screen when you do that, when you having the time and day out between that 5 second switching. Also, if there's any error kind of like interrupt, maybe like unplugging your growth board or not connected properly, that will having an error to set that clock was interrupted, it's not working properly. And also some error is going on displaying on the screen, there's something wrong with it, and we'll also say on that. Here is check display mode, which does get the current time in milliseconds, and then targets the display mode, and then reset the timer. For this part, update display, we got that if it's true, you will get the current time, and if it's false, get the current date. And then clears the previous text on the display, write text on it, the one that you got like either is time or dates. Then you send the text to the actual screen. And then here's the function that gets you the current time. This is return time, and then the time zone, and then that format that I was running you, going through when in the beginning. Also, the same thing as the day. There's a time zone and there's a format that you can do. And then next is the initialize the Arduino and initialize the display, which we always did before. So now is the main function that first thing is gonna try, and then they're gonna create a the clock object, and then they start to run the clock, and then which will go back to this part, and then they were just doing like a loop for like a 10-second, around like a 10-second. And also now I'm gonna show you if it's working. We're gonna test if it's working properly or not. Seems like it's working properly. It's getting the same time as my computer timer. Yes, let's try that again. Another time, okay. 24, April 4th, yes, okay. Seems like we're good to go. Let's try out our main file. It's receiving, and then as you can see on the board, is giving you the time, and then dates, time, which is the same on here. For cell 1 that I did was having a unit test, or you can call it a main test, to test out if I'm having the problem to connect to the board, or having a display problem. If that happens, we can fix it and debug it on it too, and then based on the main function that when you play it, if it's playing on the screen or not, so that way you can know if it's actually working or not. For my CL02, I did is having the Fermata and also the time zone and dates time, and then also the formatting of it. As you can see here, this part, the time formatting and the date formatting and the time zone. And also when you go into function, this is from here, get the current time and current dates. For CL3, I used the Java time zone, date and time, and formatting. As you can see here, the time zone and then the formatting of the time and dates. Because I don't have a graph going on here, so I use this to get data from the current time, that the data that they have. So like this one function that gets current time and gets current dates. CL4 that I did was for my project that I have the function that every time you going back to the loop, it will create the new clock object, and then it will start the clock, and then it will come back to here, and then the while loop, and then it will just switching between time and date every 5 seconds, and also every time when you display once, and it will refresh the screen to display the other. For CL5, I have 2 classes, and also some hiding data like private variables, stuff like that.